Okay, we just learned that vertical angles are congruent and how they're formed, and now we're going on to understand what a transversal is. And a transversal is basically it's a line that's going to come and intersect uh, two lines, creating different angles. So as you can see, if we just had these two lines here, they may have intersected at some point, thus creating angles. But here we go, we have this transversal here that comes in and intersects these two, creating these sets of 8 angles here. And as we remember, what was the property of a vertical angle? Is that this measurement here will be the same as this one, and this measurement will be the same as this one, and this measurement will be the same as this measurement, and this measurement will be the same as this measurement. So we can recognize that piece of information that is created when a transversal comes through and creates some angles out of these two lines. So we wouldn't have had the angles there if it weren't represented by this transversal. Now, whenever we have this transversal, we are going to have some different names for the angles that are then created. So not only do we have angles, but we can call them specific things. So if you look at this inner set of angles here between these are going to be called your interior angles. And now see here, this one, this one, this one, and this one are going to be my interior angles. And now if you have your alternate interior angles, you're going to see that this angle and this angle is an alternate of each other. Or this angle and this angle is going to be alternate of each other. And also, what else I need to say? Corresponding. Corresponding angles are also created. They're just named. They're already created, but we just call them that. So we've got our interior or alternate interior, and now we've got our corresponding angles, meaning that they'll be of the same congruency. So basically, this angle you'll know because the line there's two lines here. These two are going to be of the same measure, as you can see. So these are corresponding because they are on the same line and the same point. So basically, we have a set of angles here that are the same exact here. So basically, they're corresponding to each other. If you have a number here, it's going to be the same as this. This one is going to be the same as this one. This is the same as that, and this is the corresponding for there. So as you can see that we have these sets of angles that can be named that's caused by a transversal line coming through, which are our corresponding angles, our interior angles, and our alternate interior angles. And of course, that information there will help us if we are only given a few sets of measurements. We're going to be able to recognize and compare that. If you look at this angle, it's also going to be the same measurement as that angle. So that's why we call them these specific names, so that way we can help recognize whenever we need to find the measurements there. So basically remember that these are the vertical angles, vertical angles, vertical angles, and they are congruent. So we know that these two measurements will be the same, these two will be the same, these two will be the same, and these two will be the same, but then also our coordinating ones, and then we have our alternate interior. As you can see, these here, 4 points here, will all have the same congruent measurement, and these here will have the same congruent measurement.